guys, and welcome to our YouTube channel. I'm Paul.
And I'm Calvin.
And today we are celebrating 100 subscribers. Thank you so much guys for subscribing. Thank you so much for the community of entrepreneurs. If you're watching for the first time, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and also just like and comment down below guys. And if you have any business questions, just send us a WhatsApp on the number that's appearing on the screen.
Yeah, so in today's segment of the vlog, we will be focusing on retrenchment. So basically we know through this pandemic a lot of us are going through a tough time. So we decided to let's just take a step and step aside and zoom in terms of what to do, what to look out for, and just to be helpful to you guys, Yeah.
Yep, so let's jump right into today's video. So guys, here are a few tips on why it's actually cheaper and safer to start your business in the same industry as where you were working.
So based on the research that we've been doing, we actually picked up that in the eyes of the bank, you're actually less of a risk based on experience or in terms of the product or service that you're selling. So you're more likely to get a loan or some kind of funding from the bank.
Trust you.
Yeah,
they trust your experience. Awesome. And the other thing guys, your startup costs are going to be much cheaper because you have that experience, you know what are some of the costs or some of the things that you can do without, so you focus on the most important things that you need to buy, and then obviously as time goes by you keep on just adding, but that's as when and as you're making profit.
And guys, one of the biggest things that we need to treasure out there is our mental state of mind. So psychologically, you going into an industry that you've been in for so many years, you go in with a level of confidence. So you won't have anxiety attacks, panic attacks, what if, your first client, what to do. So all of that will be answered through your years of experience.
Yep, and also over and above what Calvin is saying about knowing the industry, you also know the product and service like to the core, right? So that's going to make it easy for you to customize it for your business, obviously, so that you don't do exactly the same as what you're doing with your at your employees' place. And it's going to be easier to also just improve on it because you know like what's wrong, and now you don't have to report to anybody. You can just, if you want to make changes to it, you make it and that's it. So it's going to be very easy for you to improve on it.
So yeah, those are the things that you could look out for.
Yep. So guys, let's just say you're not comfortable with starting the business in the same industry where you're working. We're going to just help you with a list of some of the cheapest and easiest businesses to start if you've been retrenched.
Yeah. So guys, I'm assuming that now you're sitting with this beautiful car, that you're still paying off. So one of the booming businesses, like believe it or not, it's delivery services.
Yep.
So you can easily just research in terms of things to deliver, in terms of whether it's delivered local or go national, So yeah, so I think to save your car and to make a bit of money, just start your own courier company.
That's actually very wise because in the process you're saving your car also.
Exactly, yeah.
And another thing guys is to just start an e-commerce site. That is so easy. Just set it up and then you start selling. But the key thing is to look for products that you know they're going very fast. So once you can find the niche product that you want to just sell, an e-commerce site is your answer.
Yeah, and so just moving more like on a more gloomy kind of side of things. Childcare has been there for quite some time. So right now what we're picking up is that childcare services are actually on the rise at the moment. And this is because parents are just wary in terms of sending their children to school. So they feel more comfortable dealing with one person coming to look after the child. Yeah, so I think that on our side, that's one of the businesses you can look out for. Yep,
guys, and also speaking about kids, right? One of the businesses that you can go to is tutoring. We all know that kids are trying to transition, with this whole COVID-19 thing of them sitting at home. They're trying to transition from face-to-face interaction with the teacher to now interfacing with this screen and doing online education. So tutoring can come in handy, whereby You know, you can take the child step by step through the processes, and they have all the time to actually understand concepts. You know, so tutoring is a good business to go into.
Because I can imagine, you know, my first time on Zoom, I was so overwhelmed. You know, if somebody was there holding my hand, I think I would have, you know, survived that first call.
Transitioned later.
Yeah, so with that being said, I know starting a business in a similar industry, it sounds so appealing. But the one thing that we need to look out for is something called a restraint of trade. So a restraint of trade is like a provision in your employment contract that you guys just need to go back and look out for. So this restraint of trade, it just stops you from trading in similar service or product rather in the industry that you've been working in for a certain amount of time. Yeah, so.
But guys, and you know, it's not really a train smash even if you do find that in your contract. What you can do is that if they restrain you from selling a product or service, within that period of time, what you can be doing is investing your time in research and actually prototyping your product or service. So here are a few reasons why you should not use all of your pension fund on investing on starting your business just after being retrenched.
So what we came across is that, you know, when a person sells their business, it necessarily doesn't mean it's the best business for you or it's actually making money. And coming from a stable environment, you might not know what to assess in terms of this person's business. So it's always not too advisable to take your whole pension fund to buy somebody's business immediately. Yeah.
And guys, another thing, remember in the first year or even the first 2 years of your business, you're just working on like putting your business together and just sustaining it. So you won't be making much profit. So if you put all of your money in it, you might not be able to sustain it. In the end, you're going to lose all of the money as opposed to putting just a bit. And then when you see that your business is struggling, maybe after 6 months, you're able to also reinvest into the business. So yeah.
So, you know, with entrepreneurship, it's a very daunting journey. So it's, you know, you come from a very stable 9-to-5 background. You're used to just waking up, going to work, coming back. You know, so now in this industry, so you need to sometimes know that 2-3 months employees need to come first. Sometimes customers don't pay immediately. So sometimes you're the last person in that not food chain, but like value chain to get some kind of income. So it's always advisable not to invest more than 40% of your total pension, you know, just to like, you know, scale it up, you know, evenly. But always anything below 40% is okay.
Yep, and another thing is that almost 9 out of 10 businesses fail. So if you're going to invest all of your money, you need to be super confident that, you know, it's going to be able to replenish all of your pension pool. So yeah, don't put all of the money into your business. So guys, if you've been retrenched, here's a few words of encouragement. We have a few testimonies of people who were once retrenched, but today they're making it big in life.
Yeah. So the first person we have that actually went through like the hardships of being retrenched is a guy by the name of Johannes, is it Moten? Yes, Moten. I hope I'm not butchering his name. So this guy basically, he used to work for a stockbroking company, of which then his partners at the time, they decided I think he was not too fit for his position. So and then they let him go in terms of in a way of a retrenchment. Yeah, he was fired on the spot. So now he founded a well-known company called the PSG Group, which is well known and runs things like Capitec, Distel, and so on. Yeah.
Yep, and guys, we all know the Oprah Winfrey. Her net worth is in the billions, you guys. But what we don't know is that, you know, when she was younger, she once got retrenched because they thought that she's not fit enough for TV news.
Imagine.
But like, yeah.
Yeah.
So be encouraged, guys. You can do it.
Yeah. So in terms of on the other side, I think what's also closer to home, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with a guy called Raymond Ackerman. Yeah. So Raymond Ackerman, he used to manage 85 branches for Checkers. So and then after him being retrenched, he was a bit bitter and all of that. Then he's like, you know what? I'm going to get something even better and bigger. So then he came up with a company called Pick and Pay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same industry, guys. He used his experience to start something in a similar industry. And lastly, we have J.K. Rowling. We all know J.K. Rowling. You know, if you haven't watched Harry Potter, or you've not read Harry
Where
Potter,
have you been?
like, you
Where
know, how has your childhood been like?
Yeah.
So, but what we don't know is that she also was once retrenched, right? Because she used to like secretly while at work write these stories about this wizard called Harry Potter, and then the employers got, you know, just got tired and fired her because she was actually doing her own personal things while at work. So what she then did is that she took some of that money to just cover her through the years while she focused on writing. And boom, today we know like a good series of Harry Potter.
Yeah, yeah.
With that being said, let's jump right into today's news.
So in today's news, I think two stories that stuck out. One of them was EdCon. So EdCon, I'm sure a lot of us have been seeing it in the newspapers. It's been going through a tough time.
Yeah.
So what the EdCon is currently doing is that it's looking to actually sell off parts of its divisions.
Which I think is better, right? Like, as opposed to like all the businesses that are closing down. You guys, I don't know if you've seen, like, when you just go out to malls, a lot of businesses are closing down. So in this case for EdCon, I think it's better if they're selling off a part of their business, because then it means hopefully that they get to keep the employees.
Yeah, so basically, so even when they do sell it to the other, the new owners of the company, there are high chances that they'll keep the people, because it's not always people want to train people, it's also costly to be training people from scratch and all of that. Yeah, so that's the one thing. And the other article that stood out is Media 24. So Media 24 has like some big names out there. I think Sunday World is one of them. So what's happening here with Media 24 is that they've just been going, it's not even like Corona was just there to seal its fate. So along the years, Media 24 and a lot of printing businesses, they've been competing with online presence.
Everything is digitized there, so in today's world it's all about like the digital. And sometimes, you know, like with print, you wait for a while to get like the juicy story. But right now something juicy happens and then boom, it's all over the internet. So
less than a minute. Oh yeah, Black Twitter knows what we're talking about. Yeah, so guys, I think that's what the news that stood out for us this week. Yeah, so
thank you guys for watching our video. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you've liked the video, don't forget to actually hit the like button. Comment down below, ask us like what is it that you want to hear us talk about in future. Also just comment about the actual content or anything that you like about the video, or anything that you want to critique about the video.
Yeah, okay. Guys, we're more than welcome in the comment sections to interact with you guys. And yeah, thank you for watching this video this week.
Love you. Bye-bye. Bye.